Welcome back, everybody, here to the CCS. I'm Toby1, joined by Sadicist, as we are about to go into map number 2. In the break,
FlipSid's choice.
Discussing very important things.
What, the World Edits making HLTV make World Edits?
Well, you were discussing that. I was discussing hoodies.
You're like making it official.
Yeah! I challenge esports.
You're putting them under a rock and a hard place.
These guys right here, I want to have a CSGO hoodie, a new jacket where I can wear everywhere. And it just has like the CCS, like the CSGO Championship Series logo on it.
That's true. We need to replace that other logo you have on the other hoodie you wear.
Yeah, just because I have my ESL one, which I wear.
I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to call them out.
We're all friends. Why can't we all be friends?
I don't know.
I'm friends with everybody.
Ask North America that. They're friends with no one. Their CS community is very...
Why the UK? You're from Canada.
It's true.
And now, technically, you're Europe.
I know.
He's moving in full time, everyone. Make a Reddit thread. Make HLTV.org for Sadicist.
Sadicist
He's going to be living full time here in Europe. It's going to happen.
Until they realize I have no visa and deport me. Just kidding. Canada's loved by everyone. I'm good.
Yeah, like you can get your visa. Yeah, you don't even need a visa to go into Ukraine. Yet for some reason, Australia is hated.
Yeah, you were outcasts from the UK originally. We should get to the game. Let's get to the game. So we got map 1 out of the way.
Talk about the game.
It was Inferno. That was Fnatic's pick. And actually, I would have thought Fnatic should have won that. Obviously, we saw they came out sleeping. They didn't have respect in their buys toward FlipSid. They didn't take them seriously, at least it seemed, and cost themselves dearly at the start. That said, great performances by people like World Edit. Markelov actually had one of the better games I've seen from him more recently. He's not really Markelov of old, but he doesn't need to be on this team. He needs to bring experience and support.
He was allowed to play his role, and his role was still just that filter, the crossfire work. That's all it really comes down to. You're not going to have the most brilliant scoreline. You're not going to go, oh my, World Edit scoreline. Like, you're not going to have that in the position he's in. All he's required to do is find 1, 2 frags, if he possibly can, and stop the push.
Exactly.
That's Markov's job.
Right, and he's become more of a support role on this team. Obviously, he's not opping anymore. But now we're going on to Mirage, which is FlipSid's pick. And traditionally speaking on Mirage, it's their T side that carries them through. We saw that 12-3 huge comeback T side just 2 weeks ago, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, if they can get 7 rounds to me CT side, there's going to be a chance. Oh, production team just trolling us.
You went the opposite direction that time around.
So, yeah, I mean, if they can get even 6 to 7 rounds CT side, I think they'll give themselves a chance, especially where we don't have Crims. Crims is your connector player. I still think Fnatic, this is their series to lose. I won't say it's their series to win anymore. They're going to have to play for it, obviously, but it is very much their series to lose. And without Crims at connector, that does give a little bit more option or opportunity toward mid. We'll see how they incorporate Schneider, if they want to go ahead and put him directly into Crims' position.
Or if they want to bring... Schneider played poorly in the last one.
He didn't stand out to me either, though. He didn't do anything that made me go, all right, this is working for them, because you would have gotten 1 or 2 of those plays from Crims on Inferno. You naturally just would expect Crims to have...
For a stand-in, being regular, being consistent is all you really require.
Right, but again, if you had Crims at B on Inferno, for example, you're going to have 1 or 2 rounds of just absolute spectacular play. That's just the way he works.
A stand-in is never going to work better than the original 5.
So the question is, though, do they put Schneider directly onto the connector as a result of that, or do they bring someone like Flusha over to watch the connector? Did they let Olaf try and play it, or do they leave Olaf in his typical role? I mean, it's a tough call. It really is a tough call to how you want to drop him in.
I would almost just want to throw Schneider over towards the B truck and get him to watch the apartments.
Well, see,
that's the most simplest role that you can run.
It is the simplest role, but it also is an efficiency role as well, because it's kind of like what we saw with Michu going in for Snacks in that position. If he just plays it stagnantly, he has to get an entry kill. He has to immediately find it, whereas someone like Snacks is not only going to do that, but he's going to push the apartments after 30 to 40 seconds and get that information for his team. That's very, very vital to how they play their A defense as a response to that. So it is, I mean, I think that is probably a role that I would consider putting him in. Maybe even just put him on Catwalk and get him to support JW as needed. It's also going to be interesting to see if JW plays window and tries to block those smokes, because I know teams like TSM have exploited that for him for doing that. So I think that Fnatic has gone a little sort of downward on this map. They're still obviously quite good at it, but this could be interesting to see if FlipSid give them a full run. I mean, they potentially could do so.
Speaking of smokes, I don't know if you're looking over towards the CSGO Reddit, over the last 24, 48 hours. But there was one of the smokes which we were watching NIP.
The one-way smoke?
Yeah, the one-way smoke, which you can do from the CT stairs.
Actually, we saw Get Right do it with the auto sniper.
Yeah, that was
the
true.
ace. Not only did he have an auto sniper, but he was. I think that was one way.
Well, it was the one-way smoke?
I think it was one way. I'd have to go back and look at the play, but I'm pretty sure that was the one-way smoke.
I know Alu did it at least like 3 or 4 times on their CT half, but it's one of those crazy positions as well, which the Ts have to be a little bit more mindful of. I don't know if you just want to try and, well, smoke that exact position, or if you just start throwing nades, flashes, or grenades, whatever you've got to clean out that spot. But the whole breach into A is a very set plan. Like, you watch Virtus Pro execute that one. I think, for me, they're one of the most spectacular teams to do that kind of execution into A. Oh, did they just get some early chip damage? I thought I heard a nade do that.
Did we get a
2
team
points.
kill? No, we didn't. Okay, I thought Simple took down one of his teammates, but he did not. So Pronax did team damage. That's all I saw. So right now, knife round looks like it's going to go the way of FlipSid.
Which means they get CTs.
That's right, and they didn't get CT on Inferno. Again, it was their T side that got them those 7, make it 9 rounds in the end, but that 7-0 run they had. I almost feel like FlipSid's a team that would benefit from starting on the T side. Just the way they play, it gives them that motivation. It gives them that confidence because they are so T-oriented that they get hyped up and then they carry that momentum over to CT. Whereas now starting CT, they aren't normally as proficient. They don't normally collect as many rounds, and they tend to get down on themselves as a result. So they're kind of a weird team in that regard. It's kind of like Nip said in certain maps. They wanted to start out on the T side just to get it out of the way, get those AK picks, and take advantage of it.
Yeah. Because you feel like, function as a better squad. And in fact, with Fnatic, with the stand-in, running on the T side might be a better thing. Because again, you just say to Schneider, sit with our main core group, become that support AK player, and we just find our openings. So, we get underway. This is first round of map number 2, FlipSid versus Fnatic, with FlipSid the 1 map advantage. They've already taken out Inferno against Fnatic. And the push, where is she going to come? It looks like we're a little bit split up. Olaf, very aggressively moving up through underpass, wants to check into connector, where Blade is in fact moved. Markelov is your man watching that B site, his normal position.
So Flush has made this call for Olaf. He'll take the one-on-one. That's a win. And now he'll join the A take, so they're going to rush into A as soon as he's in position.
They're not going in straight away, though, because Simple is watching him from Cat. Which means that's not the easy opening. And World Edit banging out. Okay, well, there goes Bondic. The numbers are just working the way of Fnatic. Down to 2 players. Olaf even doing his jump. Give this guy an early Tech 9, and they mop it up. Not a single player lost for Fnatic on this first round.
Yeah, all they wanted to do was get Flusha back into position so they could go in with the numbers. But great read, you're always going to see a player from Fnatic heading toward that underpass in the pistol round because they want to get up close and personal. They want to take advantage of the pistol's power in that position.
I just love the fact that Olaf is the man that got the bunch of kills, and he holds onto his money. He spends everything he's got on nades as well as his armor.
Well, look for an
still relies on it. He just relies on his Tech 9. Yeah, he's going to go to that. But it's just the confidence you have that you can use the Tech 9 in such a position.
Oh, no reason not to have it. Nice shot, Flusha. That's Simple down already.
Yep.
Flusha's been playing more to form today.
They're trying to play the bait game. Get a couple of picks on FlipSid in the mid. Then it opens up the advantage onto, okay, well, there goes your connector as well. It opens up the advantage onto one of the sides, and then you just push in. Well, there's a little bit of a pick-off from JW. Markelov will still hold the B. But this means that A is open. Olaf is running back. He initially started running that bomb up through the apartments area while Flusha making some noise through Cat. He'll pick up one. He doesn't want to get the kill straight away because I think they still want to get the money from Olaf. But Bondic is just left alone on B. 2 flashes. Well, there it goes. Olaf, he's not going to get there in time. He's trying. But I don't hear the sound. So
no extra.
No extra money, but there's still 2 rounds up.
I was going to say gold, expecting you were going to go for it.
I'm not going to do it, man. I even know that the PGL bloody boys made emotions that have gold on it. And it's like, yeah, thanks, boys.
So good.
The only time a gold can be said is if we find a very short player that looks like a leprechaun. And he's just a good luck charm for the team.
Or if we just see a rainbow. Which we may see with all these nades heading over top of our skyline. But look at the mid presence. Already FlipSid walkout. Easy mop up. There's Schneider. There's some confidence for him, and he knows he's got one more. And it's not so simple for Simple as he comes up.
4 for Schneider. FlipSid try to turn their backs and flash out through mid, but Schneider, being already so far onto the other side of the box, is unaffected. Gets a lot of initial hits in with the Galil, and it's just pretty easy after that point. 3 rounds to Fnatic. But FlipSid have weapons this time.
They do, and this is my point. They need to get into this early because, like I said, yeah, they chose to start CT still. It is the easy side, quote unquote. But this is where, as a team, they might, if they don't start getting rounds, get down on themselves to a point where they may not be able to string any confidence together on the T side, and that's where they're going to need it. So Markelov puts out an early smoke. That delays Olaf, but whoa, what a nade. Directly in the crosshair. Goes off, and he's down to 49. He'll spam away as a result. Ooh, and he actually takes the better of the damage. Down to 20 for Olaf as he falls back.
Yeah, Olaf has to get out of here. They've already managed to take Connector Fnatic. They haven't fully taken it because the smoke is still covering to CCS, but look at World Edit. He's moving over to B. This is leaving a massive hole on A where Bondic is sitting on, well, basically near Shadow. While Blade, he's the man holding from jungle, but there's only 2 defenders here. JW still wants to have a bit of a look over to B. Get some level of information here. But if Pronax has a bit of a peek, okay, now he's getting shot at. He realized a couple of players. Bondic moving up very quickly. Flusher and Bondic, this is going to be where you get your initiation, or maybe not. JW, 1-2! Blade and Simple get snapped back. And they're about to take out Bondic as well. At least World Edit will get some revenge here to JW. But that reveals his position, and the plant's already going down on A. And there, in fact, goes World Edit. They can protect that AWP into the hands of Pronax. And they've got double AWPs in for Fnatic too. Markelov, the last man left alive. And all he wants to do is hold on to this M4. What's that money? Oh, okay. Yeah. FlipSid, they've been robbed. But on the bright side for them, it is still the 4th round in a row they're going to lose. So the bonus money's, it's going to give them something to play with, but I don't think it's enough to buy.
Yeah, and it's not as effective on the CT side either. It doesn't let you buy it all the way. So Markelov will get 1. That gives away his position. Pronax is the next to run in with him, but he's only got 25. He shouldn't take that peek, and he won't. So that's 4 now for Fnatic. FlipSid back to a save, but I remember I said 7 rounds would be enough for them to make a statement against Fnatic on the T side. They've got to start clawing them in soon.
Well, this is still going to be another pistol and hold on to the M4 round, so not the easiest for FlipSid to win. Just get a couple of trades.
The other thing to mention, too, by the way, is FlipSid's only found 3 kills this entire matchup so far, and we're on round number 5 right now.
This position is from Flusher. Throws out the Molotov. He'll find Simple. Simple was looking for that attack into underpass. Doesn't get it, however. World Edit will be able to get it, though. That's Pronax dropping. It's the P350 attacking from below. Flusher. There's a hole in the window. He didn't see the player, though. That's World Edit sitting inside the smoke. But JW's taken B side. There's no one over on B side. So JW, Flusher's moving in. Blade will start to rotate back as World Edit. I think he's asking for help to get in through short. But JW is watching it like a hawk, and here comes your plant. They've already managed to pick up an AK as well as an M4. So I don't know if FlipSid really want to fully commit to trying to retake this site. It looks like they're going to. World Edit and Blade are moving in.
And Flasha almost pulls off the World Edit. Puts a little bit of damage toward Olaf Meister. Olaf, nice catch on Blade, though. They're trying to get away, and unfortunately, Blade overstayed his welcome just too much. But Bondic's up close. If Olaf's not careful, there he is, down and out. And that's an AWP. That's so valuable at this point. So that's a small victory, and now we're going to see guns back out. And with that AWP in hand, we'll see if they can get anything going toward middle. Keep an eye on spawn, see who's closer to that window.
1 AWP, 1 AK. That was the salvage.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's actually Bondic that's up close to it, but they'll throw it to World Edit. He's got the closest spawn to A, so expect this AWP to go backside A or into connector to pick mid.
They're running 2 with Simple as well.
They both have terrible spawns to get to mid, though. So Simple's going to take the long way there. World Edit's going to head straight to A, and yeah, he's actually leading off toward connector already. Yeah, so Simple will play it from Cat. So they're going to do this pinch play with the ops.
While Olaf's looking for that pick from... well, there's Simple's first one. JW to drop. Only 1 AWP remaining now for Fnatic. They won't want to give up these AKs. Primarily because the push is coming over to the B site. The CT defense is pretty tight. Olaf's still waiting for just that rando frag he can grab. He's not really finding the angle. He's almost found one on Boondick. And now, peek up, misses the shot. Has to back out of there. Got tagged up a little bit. Simple through the smoke on a Pronax. And Waldetta's brought in his AWP. There goes Olaf. This is a horrible round for Fnatic and should be the first win for FlipSid here. Unless Schneider as well as Flusher can pull something absolutely amazing out. They've still got a lot of money for the next round, so we'll have full buys for round number 7. That's just how much can Fnatic cost him? Not much. Well, they really have to stop him from getting this AWP. He is just gold with that. I think he's actually quadrupled his kills.
And actually, Simple just killed him, went straight through him, and took out one of his teammates as well. So I was very confused by that too. I was like, wait a minute, he's got the winning kill, but I'm seeing in the obituary. So he just shot through the enemy. They finally get a win, but just kidding, World Edit, you're down now.
Hashtag worth it.
Oh, definitely worth it. They take the round, so that's their first. That's 5-1. That resets money, and World Edit has to rebuy an AWP. That's the unfortunate part about this. So he's down to 350, where the rest of his teammates have 4 digits worth of economy.
That's actually really critical. That's so critical on them. The nade tagging Olaf, Markelov. Well, he doesn't AWP now, but he's got a lot of experience going up and playing with the AWP, so he knows what he's up against. In the apartments, now Fnatic. Push out, World Edit very exposed in the mid. Was down in front of the window. Markelov, he's so close to Olaf. Olaf gets tag on 1. Waiting for Markelov to jump, and he gets a second! That's big! That means B site, it doesn't fully belong. Blaze still over in the kitchen, cooking himself up a meal, but the bomb is on the other side of the map. Pronax has to leg it to pick it up.
The other issue, yeah, right there. Bondic not only
left.
low.
Oh, right, I should say. My other left.
Not only was Bondic extremely low, but JW knew exactly that he was pushed up in A, so he just held it from the connector, and that was just easy work. Great round from Olaf.
This is that shot.
Yeah, that's not last round. That was the round before. So unfortunately, World Edit down and out. Say goodnight, my friend. It's a cruel, cruel world. Simple's going to buy out another AWP, and they're going to go with pistols to support this, and that's all they're going to work with. So he needs to find these picks. He's going to go directly toward window, and that's the place to be because they're all coming around, but already lagged up, and they know he's dropped. This is an easy kill for Flusha.
That's, again, the second time that Simple has tried to go across that window with the AWP, and ends up dropping down and getting killed off at the same time. Flashbang, trying to clean out Cat. Aligning for the crossover, but it's a good crossfire coming out from FlipSid. They're trying to keep window smoked, but it's connected where the problem is. Flush is still waiting for this opening, while JW managed to push up through apartments, and World Edit, well, put the head down, look for the opening, and he's got it. JW pushes through, the secondary AWP now into his hand, and it's all up to Blade, who's sitting in connector, and Flusher is waiting for him to come out. He knows he's there, because Blade was spamming out most of 2 clips. And now the walk, Flusher. Okay, failed. But Blade on 21 HP, he's backing up with that AK. Save and protect.
And Fnatic's looking a lot more normal now. 7-1. Or so it should be.
Are they trying to flank him? Olaf to come up through mid, JW to watch the door, and Pronax to go all the way around. So Olaf, yeah, they want him dead.
Oh, they'll get him. They should easily get him here. Olaf's already going to spot him right there. Done.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Okay, he has an AWP, so no. I'm going to use a CZ from range.
Yeah, why not?
Show
not, not even a Tech 9.
Such a show off.
So they're going to go double AWP this time, T side. JW and Olaf are going to pick those up.
And they're the ones they saved from the last round.
And this is my point with FlipSid. I said 7 would make it workable. 6, okay, sure, I'll give them a good day. On T side, maybe they will, but anything less, and I don't think it's going to be nearly enough to go against
Be
Fnatic.
really careful. There's a guy right to the side.
Yeah, but he's down below, so he
he was up.
Back down. Yeah, he did.
He was up. He was right next to him when the shots came out, and now Schneider needs up to get the revenge frag into World Edit. This is really the first time that Fnatic have committed to pushing up.
Oh, JW.
Ah, this guy, he should be a salsa dancer. He's using that hip perfectly. And look at Markelov on the run.
Oh, he's gone.
He gets tagged, though. That grenade's a weird one. Looking for the attacks, and well, he gets one. Can take out the second. Quite heavily tagged onto JW, in fact. He's trying to come in to take out the AWP. It was bait. It was a trap. And they're trying to save the second AWP, which they weren't incapable of doing. So there's only that one AWP which is given over to Olaf for this round. But he's got 11k.
Boom. What a no-scope. Good awareness. Knew the player was there. You were right, actually. He was up above when that smoke first came out. I thought he just went up to smoke it and dropped back down. So he got lucky that he didn't get pushed from that angle. And he makes good on the opportunity that was given to him as a result. So they get into side A site very easily. And right now, FlipSide's got no answer to them. They're going to go with 3 and A this time. Simple's going to run the catwalk. Markelov back toward B. But look what this does. It leaves that connector wide open. And Flusha's just going to walk up. Easy kill on a World Edit. And Bondic, who tried to push forward today and get information, realizes that they're behind him now. So he's got to rotate back around. And Schneider's on one side. Flusha on the other. Blades hiding in the site.
Schneider needs to look. He needs to give some information there. He sees one at Tetris, brings down Bondic, gets vision onto the last one back at CT stairs, takes him out. So the A site belongs currently to Fnatic. The bomb is back at spawn. And Markelov is making a lot of noise. So they know where he is. Olaf is like an inch away from him. But there's a wall between the two of them. And Schneider, there you go. There's the run back for the bomb. He's the newbie. He's got to carry the water for Fnatic. Water boy. While Olaf and Flusha, I don't know if they really want to hunt for Markelov. Especially Olaf, but Markelov's on 15 HP and he's got an AWP in his hand.
Yeah,
so killing him off is worth it.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got reasonable money they'll be able to buy next round regardless, but it's not like Fnatic actually has... It was right above him, actually. Yeah,
he
get off at the
wrong
time.
Was so close. He was so close.
It's not like they've got a ton of money either, considering they've got the 8-1 lead.
Olaf can see him. Oh, he can't. No! What are you doing? Does he shoot? Does he shoot?
I think he's going to wait the time. He knows where one is. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't want to give up this op. So this is really calculated play because he knows if he takes that shot, the other two players left on the map swarm him. So he's just going to walk on past and hold on to the gun. At the same time, though, as I was saying, Olaf only has, well, okay, I take it back. After the round, he has 8,200. He only had 52. You force him to buy, that keeps him low. That's one more round that he basically wouldn't be able to buy if FlipSide, and that's a big if right now because they're not showing much at all, but if they could finally get some kills working their way.
This is starting to remind me of that Dignitas versus FlipSide game on Inferno.
It's actually starting to remind me of our last game we saw in reverse. So double up this time, though. Simple, World Edit, both going to be holding on to them. We'll see if they can make anything work of it. We saw Simple use 1 and B last time to good effect, and this time he actually is going to go to Cat. I thought he was last time. He didn't. The Blade's already down, so this is a man out, and that's your strat caller. So he's going to have to sit and watch and try and read them from afar, but Bondic's going to get one. That's Schneider. Huge kill because they are working on to A, but unfortunately, World Edit can't find anything from jungle side. They don't even smoke that off. Fnatic is just taking the fights one-on-one. They don't care about execution. JW doesn't care who's in front of him. He's going to kill everyone.
Hey, just walk up, find anyone. Well, kill everyone until he reaches Simple. Markelov, who's managed to move all the way back. He's the last man standing, and Olaf covering his teammate. The plant goes down, and Fnatic, they'll have to deal with FlipSide buying now, as there is a large amount of money coming their way. 6.5k sitting on World Edit. And what are they going to do about it? Because they can't do a full buy here. They're going to do it on World Edit, though. So, FlipSide, they force out in a couple. Famises. I'm looking at the mag train as well. Where's that initial peak? Flusha. The funny thing, he's been getting the pickoffs. Okay, he just saw one a connector. Revealed the fact. Smoke covering that movement up on top of that little, up into the window. And Olaf's already found the first frag. So Bondic's down. Where's that flash? Oh, Flusha. Flusha, if this works, he takes the damage. Water's going to step him back with the AWP. But Olaf's managed to bounce himself over, taking out his third scalp for the round. And he still knows there's another one coming in through connector. There's your number 4. Will they deny him? Will they deny him the ace? Markelov is the last man left alive, moving through Cat. And Olaf is on the wrong side of the map.
The interesting thing is that while all of these kills were happening, yeah, no one ever went back for the bomb. It was actually Pronax's job, and he got into a fight one-on-one with Markelov that he was headstrong to win, ended up losing it. That left the bomb way over toward B. Obviously, they're looking good in the round. Still 2-on-1 and a lot of HP on both players versus 19 from Arkelov, but this bomb could have been down 20 seconds ago.
Look how slow Olaf is walking as well. He knows Markelov is the normal B player, and it seems like Schneider's going to have to finish the job. So ace denied, but still, he got himself a flush.
Good kills coming around. Reminds me of Shazam's mom's spaghetti round as he jumped across and took down Cloud9.
What?
You'll get. I'll show you the reference later. It was actually Lex that started it. I was the one that said it, but it was Lex that actually came up with that.
I'm just trying to imagine what situation that would cause. Like, was he sitting there listening to Eminem and not actually having sound on?
I think we recited it.
Did he actually? Okay, what, you recited Mom's Spaghetti?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Nice shot, though. J-Dub already into World Edit. And look at, again, Fnatic, not even any smokes out to cover off the choke points. They're just walking in and winning the fights. It would almost be worth it for FlipSid to smoke themselves off just to say, hey, come in and get us and we'll play up close, because they are not winning the range game right now. 12-1 is just utterly ridiculous.
You were talking about it before with the whole Fnatic not giving respect to FlipSid, getting the whole bunch of buyers out. And this is kind of the reason where your ego can get massively inflated, where you're just like, we don't need no utility things to purchase. Maybe you do when World Edit's able to get that first pick. It doesn't go down, however. But it gives you the confidence just to run in there. Don't expend too much. Save your money. Oh, simple. Yeah, you're getting some crisp air up there. Running the tight walk, and now Blade also into the underpass. So Fnatic next time, maybe they're going to try and coordinate themselves a little bit more, but this should be the second round for FlipSid. Schneider as well as Pronax, they're two split up. Pronax is by himself up against practically four players on the B side. By Schneider, he just has to bring down Bondic and open up the A. So Smoke to walk out. Bondic's looking for him. And in fact, World Edit's going to rotate over and bring down Schneider. So Pronax, I think his only job... Well, does he even have to save the AK? No, they got so much money. He doesn't have to save the AK.
It's round 14. They're buying in 15 regardless. There's no point. And
FlipSid's got full weapon, so he doesn't have to worry about the weapon being thrown over.
So FlipSid finally looking like they're going to get around here. I would say hands down they should, but let's not get carried away because the way they've been playing hasn't exactly been organized Counter-Strike. And there it is. Pronax already with one. He's still taking this one-on-one with Markelov.
He's got 25 seconds.
Oh, good awareness, catching Simple as well. Finally, some more shots in, but he turns that Blade, and if he gets Markelov, this is suddenly doable. Only 3 HP. Bondic gets him in the end. That could have been utterly just insult to injury. Ridiculous indeed. So FlipSid get two before the half. They had a monumental comeback from a 12-3 scoreline on CT before, but that was not against a team like Fnatic. So this one's a little too far out of reach, in my opinion.
If Pronax was able to claim that, he would have had more luck than the guy who's going to win our raffle later on tonight. Make sure you sub to the channel. Segue.
AK-47 Cartel. Stat Track Factory New.
Pimp! That's what it is. Alright, so CT cover again. Connector, World Edit, and Blade are up there. Markelov's already opened up the account with JW drop and Simple. Controlling up Catwalk. He is going to get dropped, not before he's done significant damage to Fnatic. And this should be the third round. World Edit's already rotated over, using that AWP to wonderful effect. And that will be 12-3.
A lot more organized than the last two rounds. Really quick to find their kills. And in fact, it was Fnatic going B that gave them a chance in terms of FlipSid. So their A needs work. Their A needs a lot of work. They, like I said, Fnatic weren't even smoking them off. They were just taking the fights.
Yep.
And FlipSid were stubborn. I won't say stupid, but they just kept walking out to take those one-on-ones. How many times did JW get a double kill walking up from A stairs?
At the same time, they were always so low on money. They never really felt like they had a proper buy around. And when they did, that's when they got picked off. I feel like the only thing that gave them mass amounts of confidence is when you saw World Edit get those opening frags. That's the only time it really happened. They committed a hell of a lot to mid, World Edit gets the picks, and all of a sudden, FlipSid's just like, sweet, I think we've got ourselves on this round. Yeah, things went wrong after that point, but it's all about that early momentum. And FlipSid need it more than ever. Can they get this first round on tees? The defense is up. You're going to get your answer as well for where Schneider goes. He's holding hands with Olaf. Back up on Cat. He's fast enough for it. That was Flusher battling up against World Edit. While JW sitting in window. Simple's going to break himself through. He didn't see him. So JW gets the first frag. He's going to get done by the side. That's World Edit coming in. from up in ladder. That's Olaf. He hears the plant. Goes for that nade. Considerable damage down to 28 HP onto Blade. As he gets another nade onto him. Olaf makes it a 4v3. And these T's, where are they? Where
so
Markelov is going to... Okay, Markelov can hold jungle. That's the critical hold. Bondik as well, from Palace. They're bouncing up to him, however.
With Bondik down, this just became really awkward. He needed to stay alive. It is still a 2-on-1 based on World Edit getting Pronax. That's a big kill as well, but now there's still a bit of a chance. There's no kit, though. No kit. Markelov just has to stay put. He doesn't, but Olaf's still not going to go for it. Yeah, there you go. It's down. Bondik made that a bit awkward. If he just stayed alive in Palace, he had the position to just wait it out. It came down to the fact Markelov still could in the end, but that could have been done a lot more gracefully, I guess would be the word for it. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. FlipSid gets the round. Now they've got the start, and I said this map to them all is T-side. It always has been T-side. I still don't think they gave themselves a chance. We'll see if they can rebound. Again, I talked about how mentality, if they didn't get a good start, if they got down on themselves on the defensive side, they might not be able to pick themselves up when they get onto their strong side. See if they can do it.
Man, I would be very concerned right now if I was FlipSid about the next round. Not this one, just the next one. JW might get a couple of picks here and there, but it's the fact that in that first pistol round, it was Olaf that got the forfeit. So he's got a lot of money sitting in his bank account, and he's going to be looking for that early AWP. If he can get another couple of frags in this round, it's going to feel really, really happy. And he's already got the CZ for that. JW going to miss the tag. Okay, now he does hit it. That's World Edit again. The flusher comes in to finish the job. And FlipSid, they're not finding this opening. Now, maybe in close combat with Schneider, they can finally open up the A site. But look where Olaf is. He almost ran himself to T-spawn. And JW is going to find Simple and Blade. Battling from up in the window. And backing the hell out. As he's realizing the push is coming over to the B. So JW trying to get in a position where he can watch at least up into the apartments. Goes for the jump shot, number one. Second shot, can't get it.
And this is the most powerful position for that gun because you can jump peek, only your head exposed to get that shot so quickly. And it's so linear, but look at Pronax. There's one for him. Blade finally gets one. He turns. Oh, he's got this Galil up close, and it's only the pistols, but Flusha peeks out brilliantly. He's just got to worry about Bondik, but Bondik wants to come around this corner. Flusha's going to dance with him, and it's down to a one-on-one. Bondik can't do it because Olaf Meister's collected that AK-47, and already FlipSid get ecoed. There goes all their chances.
Wow, that's, they really fell over themselves trying to get through the apartments. And now Fnatic, you look at these weapons coming up for them. They're not going to go for the AWP just yet. In fact, they just leave it with the AKs, the M4s. Make sure they got nice rifle spread because they don't need the AWP. Because they're up against pistol. So Schneider brings down World Edit in the mid. And if Fnatic can just hold their nerve on this, then they'll be looking. In fact, they have held their nerve. Only Bondik, the last man remaining, up in apartments. I think it's just been scouted out by Pronax as well. They're having a bit of a jump battle. There's the nade from Pronax looking for some kind of advantage. There goes your pistols. And he's getting banged through the wall. Okay, wow. Okay, cool, cool. Reload. Get the hell out of there. There we go. So 14-4. FlipSid were forced into the eco. They got just over 3k on each of the players, just shy of 4k on some of them as well. And they're going to do themselves a force buy. 4 Galils coming up, and what a simple one. It's an AK. So, really, FlipSid, they need this to really work for them. They have a chance because Fnatic, they don't have their full weapons. Like, they're still using a FAMAS, as well as the submachine.
We don't even need to make a comment on that. It's so redundant. Everyone watching knows that this round is it. Nice nade. I love the way the body goes. And look at this. He drops down.
Oh!
What was World Edit doing? He played so well last game, but a little bit of sleep there as he drops behind him, gets the kill, turns around, takes him as well. And Flusha will close out Markelov. So 1 to go. Watch this nade. First off, watch the ragdoll. Here it goes. See you later. But this is the next part of this if we stay with it.
Oh, it's a nade now.
It's so curious to me. Right over through the smoke. World Edit's behind him. Takes down Simple, and then World Edit goes, wait a minute, there's someone behind me.
Man, Olaf giving nerds gasms since 2014.
I would say he's been doing it since long before that. He just came to prominence with Fnatic in 2014. And look, Blade catches Olaf, so that's interesting that he got that deep into the site unsighted. And Schneider's going to try and work his way back up from that connector, but the bomb's already down, so FlipSid have something to work with here.
Yeah, they're trying to force the CTs out of position by throwing these mollies down. JW does have to get off the stairs, as I think we've just frozen for a moment. But believe in the comeback. Another nade going very, very deep. Not too much of a tag, however, and Fnatic struggling on the retake. Now JW opens it up. Where's that extra support? Looking around the corner. One drop down to Tetris. 1 HP as well. That's all Schneider is living on. But they haven't got that bomb yet. But they have managed to get through at least a couple of them. Markelov keeping the bomb clear.
He's gonna go for, look at this.
They're sacrificing themselves. Well, they know they're dead. They can't get away from the bomb side. So JW holds the AWP. Schneider holds the M4.
The unfortunate part of this is that, yeah, 2 guns get saved. And FlipSid doesn't have a whole lot of money, so again, it's a really tight buy for them. Again, at this point, obviously,
yeah, I know Love's gonna.
We're reading too deep into it, considering it's 1 round. They're going to do everything they can. But let's just say they get some momentum. Let's say things start going really well for them. They've just given that little bit more money to make it even harder if they get something in this round.
They're coming A. It's a full committal into A. They're prepping themselves for the smokes right now. And even Bondek, how defensive are you being? You're throwing flashes and still walking quite heavily into Palace. And Schneider's on the flank. Look at him go. Walking past the TV. He wants to come from behind. Olaf as well as JW. Olaf's already claimed 1.
Oh, Bondek got flashed out when he tried to answer that and went on to Olaf, but great smokes to execute them on the way in, but they can't find anything else because Flusha's got 2. Pronax with 1 as well, and Olaf just standing at the top of the ladder on balcony, stood still the whole time based on the fact that that flash covered him off. What can you say? FlipSid, that was I said that that was their map. They won Fnatic's map. Now they lose their own. Again, CT for them looked horrible on this map, and it has time and time again. It's always been their T side that carries them here.
Man, for me, like Fnatic woke up.
Oh, 100%.
They woke up. They were winning all their shots. They're taking all their shots. They were getting all their shots over the top of FlipSid, and FlipSid had no answer.
No, and it was the complete opposite to what we saw in Inferno, because Inferno, it was clearly FlipSid winning the gun battles. World Edit destroyed everyone.
I think FlipSid played that really, really nicely, though, on Inferno, because they played with patience and they played with the gut advantage. In this map, they never really had the gun advantage, and playing with patience on something like Mirage is really difficult because it's all about moving from one side to the other, gaining that early advantage. Like if you're going to defend your A side, push yourself up, get yourself into shadow, control the stairwell, control the mid-connector.
And that's sort of where the meta right now is a little bit different, because there's teams that actually don't do that at all. There's teams that play it with a 2-1-2 setup, which FlipSid never really settled into too much. They tried to go with it. They alternated with simple either playing on the backside of B, looking into the apartments, or getting out to cat. But usually what happens is you have 1 cat, 1 connector, 1 window. You fight for that early mid. You'll see Fnatic do it. You'll see Envious do it. They'll pop out almost all 3 people, peek, get the shots, and then fall back to the site. What that does is it leaves no one to go up forward in A, because your other players back towards CT stairs. If you're going to play that shadow position, one of 2 things happens. One is you either leave connector wide open, you give them underpass to push up and get close to you, or your window player goes into that connector and plays it, and then you only have a 2 mid. So it's a bit of a shift in the meta from how things used to be on Mirage, and that is the debate. Is you look at
Which
teams
one's better?
with well, it's not only that. It's you look at teams and how they execute. You have to know your opponent. If they're a very strong smoke-oriented team at A, you need to have someone inside those smokes and up towards shadow. If they're not that reliant on smokes and more on shots, well, then you can play that 2-1-2 and try and get that guy from jungle to peek back out toward Palace. So it's just the way things shift. You've got to read your opponent in that sense.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how they read each other. Cash is coming up next, so where fortune favors, we know that mid-aggressive position could really come up with some good rewards if you can take it, if you can control the boost box. Either way, we're going to find out who will be our team. We're not going to a break yet.
Go to break. What are we doing now?
I think I know the reason why. It's because we haven't looked at the raffle yet.
Oh, are we doing that right now?
I'm seeing it right. Well, we're not doing that now. I think we're doing
okay.
As after tonight's final, we always run our raffles at the end of the night for those dedicated people that actually survive through the evening. So if you haven't done it yet, sign yourself up. Subscribe to the Twitch channel for PGL. $2.50 of your $5 subscription will go to the prize pool as well.
I miss looking this way and seeing Karn.
No, you just... Am I not enough for you, am I?
No.
Fine.
I'm just kidding. You're fine.
Fine. Let's look. Can we not go to a
So
break?
not
I need to
only
walk away from
not
this guy.
only the fact that you will have a chance to win the StatTrak AK-47 cartel, you also contribute to the prize pool, which is awesome. We still have those goals in mind. So if we hit the goals, we'll get one-on-ones.
We're a long way off. So
we're a long way off.
We do need some people to make a whole bunch of fake accounts and then just subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, I want to see one-on-ones.
And then imagine what it's going to be like.
I want to see
5 million fake
Heaton.
accounts. And then you just put yourself into the raffle for every single one of them.
And you win all the skins,
Just
you probably win all your money back.
have like 50 windows open and then just raffle. And like your chances
Just
massively
write a
increase.
script. Just have the script for the bots to go ahead and
Perfect.
boom, done.
Perfect ways to win. Just have inventive names though. Like having Bruce,
that sounds more legal than ways certain North Americans tried to win
legal.
skins.
It's perfectly legal. It's just buying extra lottery tickets.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
So we'll see after the break. Map
Not
number
gonna
3, Fnatic finally looking awake.
Oh, look
Skyline,
at the
but look at the mid presence. Already foot side walkout. Easy mop up. There's Schneider. There's some confidence for him, and he knows he's got one more. And it's not so simple for Simple as he comes up.
You get your initiation, or maybe not. JW 1-2.
And actually, Simple just killed him. Went straight through him.
Was down in front of the window. Markelov, so close to Olaf. Olaf gets tag on 1. Waiting for Markelov to jump, and he gets a second. That's big. That means B site. It doesn't fully belong. Blaze still over in the kitchen, cooking himself up a meal, but the bomb is on the other side of the map. Pronax has to leg it to pick
the
it
other
up.
issue, yeah, right there. Bondic not
Check
only
left.
low.
Oh, right, I should say. My other left.
Not only was
This is really the first time that Fnatic have committed to pushing up.
oh JW.
Takes the damage. Water is going to step him back with the AWP, but Olaf's managed to bounce himself over, taking out his 3rd scalp for the round. He still has another one coming in through connector. There's your number 4. Will they deny him?
Hasn't exactly been organized Counter-Strike, and there it is. Pronax already with 1. He's still taking this one-on-one with
He's got 25
Markelov.
seconds.
Oh, good awareness, catching Simple as well. Finally, some more shots in, but he turns that blade, and if he gets Markelov, this is suddenly doable. Only 3 HP. Only your head exposed and get that shot so quickly. And it's so linear, but look at Pronax. There's one for him. Blade finally
So
gets
costly.
1. He turns. Oh, he's got this Galil up close, and it's only the pistols, but Flusha peeks out brilliantly. He's just got to worry about Bondic, but Bondic wants to come around this corner. Flusha's going to dance with him, and it's down to a one-on-one. Bondic can't do it because Olaf Meister's collected that AK-47. And
Well, it's the submachine.
I mean, we don't even need to make a comment on that. It's so redundant. Everyone watching knows that this round is it. Nice nade. I love the way the body goes. And look at this. He drops down.
Oh!
What was World Edit doing? He played so well last game, but a little bit of sleep there as he drops behind him, gets the kill, turns around, takes him as well.